Right there. There we go. The little baby ride along continues. High-tech surveillance monitor, very aware of my location and activity. There you go. Look at the parking in front. Look at the parking in front. And look at where they're parking at and behind the blue van. Instructions given to avoid further exposure of this criminal organization utilizing small infants to distribute their white powdered substance. Organized crime family has no shame, and well, they have the full protection of Town of Cicero Police Department. Dirty little secret white powder bags, daily drug dealing, traffic transactions, distribution and packing, basement apartment, the Candyman. 5130 and 5132. Again, organized crime family is working around my daily activities and location. Here's the little baby right there. And let me give you the time, 12:24 in the afternoon, p.m., and June 17th, 2024. June 17th, 2024, Monday, June 17th, 2024, and time 12:24 p.m. This is an update. The little baby ride along continues. Parking ordered instructions to park behind the tree. There's parking here and there's parking here in front. Remember they used to park right here? Not anymore. Organized crime family is very aware of my videos and they're very aware of my location and activities. This is a high-tech surveillance monitor called Army Apparatus Tracking Signal Scanner Device. And this is how the murder plot is taking place. The murder plot, this high-tech surveillance monitor can distribute and transmit high-level electrical current to a victim or patient's brain. Purpose, to make them react. Reaction is very important to enroll them in the mental health facility to avoid any blame, open cases, cause of death, tumor, cancer of the brain damage, from prolonged exposure, extreme high-level frequency harassment. Now, the extreme high-level frequency harassment is used to provoke movement, reaction, response. Example, at night while sleeping, a magnetic field pointed at a patient or victim's face, ears, nose, chin, eyebrows. Activation will happen once the victim reacts by touching face. Shocking constantly from any electrical source outlet to a victim or patient's brain. Reaction, response, movement, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts. This is how victims are enrolled in the mental health facility, and constant mental health hospital evaluation, victim loses their credibility. Family, friends, news media lose hope, withdraw. The consequences are very severe, very serious under doctor's care once the victim starts reacting in the hospital. Now remember victims are preconditioned at home to react. Bright light harassment, visual effects, on and off switch once the victim focuses on the light source. Will cause accidents, driving a car, crossing the street, walking on stairs, looking outside the window. Just imagine driving and the high beams from another car are turned on automatically, and you getting hit with real intense bright light. You will blink, and that will cause accidents. It's an insurance fraud. But in this case, it's used for unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. Victims are preconditioned at home to react. The perfect cocktail combination, constant manipulation of the victim or patient in the hospital, daily medication increase will intensify extreme effectiveness. The victim will no longer be incoherent, will become silent, non-social, lose weight, paranoia, hallucinations, psychosis. A variety of symptoms occur. I have the list on videos. And, nursing home final faith. That's correct, folks. Nursing home final faith. That's when the family gave up. They cannot communicate with the victim no more because the victim is brain dead, silent. The victim is no longer moving, but is still being attacked electronically to the brain to make sure that the victim does not come to. That's correct, folks. This is a murder plot. Remember, it's equivalent to sleeping next to a high power line. The electricity that the victim or patient is receiving is from any electrical source outlet. Now, big money payday. The younger the victim, the bigger the payoff. Manipulate businesses, remain in control, silent victims. Again, manipulate family, friends, victim to react with a scale called social acting equals reaction, which measures a victim's or patient's level of emotional state of mind. Very effective under the influence of medication, alcohol, or drugs. But the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I am a victim. I've already been through the rinse cycle, and this is a public service notification of how organized crime family process works. The only reason I'm here is because I can, and I can endure the constant shocking of the brain What organized crime family does not understand, when you apply these organized crime family process plan attacks on video and constantly shocking the victim's brain over time, well, the victim becomes, they become used to it. It no longer serves the purpose it's supposed to. The victim is supposed to react. I'm not reacting. I don't know if you guys, the only reacting I do is covering up the windows, and for demonstration purposes, you hear the air conditioner on. I'm not turning off the air conditioner. Yeah, but the extreme high level frequencies are coming from any electrical appliances. Again, I'm not turning off the air conditioner. I'm not turning off the radio. I have stopped listening to music, but once in a while, I just go ahead and play it, and I can take it. But turning on the water faucet while cleaning my son's turtles, extreme high-level frequencies. Turning on the blender, extreme high-level frequencies. Any electrical appliances, reaction response, turn them off. Bright light harassment, cover up all the windows. Again, the only reason I'm here is because I know social acting, and I can take the endurance and the torture and the pain. But again, over time, the victim does become desensitized, immune. A shock to the brain, to myself, is not the same as a regular individual that's never gone through this. I've been going this for a long time, and I share the missing link to this type of criminal activity called, it's an insurance scam, unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. Victims are preconditioned at home to react. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is because every time organized crime family is working, they're constantly working around my location and activities. Community gang stalking, little baby ride-along. Again, it's 12:33. This is not their normal time, and this is not their normal day. They usually work on the weekends, and they usually work in the afternoon. They totally switch their schedule. Again, the reason I am bringing the murder plot up and I'm relating the high-tech surveillance monitor is because this high-tech surveillance monitor is real. This is organized crime family's secret weapon. And this is what sets this criminal organization apart from no other. And this is one of the main reasons why Thomas Cicero Police Department, some are protecting this criminal organization of identity theft Medicaid and daily drug dealing, traffic transactions, distribution, and packing, basement apartment, the Candyman at 5130 and 5132. Also, the reason organized crime family moved and they panicked 1 year ago from 5132 is because of my CT scan of bleeding from my brain. That's correct, folks. I had a brain aneurysm. And when you are constantly being shocked in the brain, your blood vessels sooner or later will burst. I don't care how strong you are. And I can take the pain, but I cannot control the blood vessels in my brain. If they erupt again, if they burst again, if I become silent, incoherent, keep your eyes on me, folks. I am the evidence of this case. All eyes are on me. Anything happens to me, I want an autopsy of my brain. And this is a public notice. There's community gang stalking on command signal. This is a public notice, a public service. I am granting full permission to all doctors that examine me to examine CT scan of my brain while I am unconscious, silent, or brain dead. I want a CT scan and an MRI as evidence, and I want this to be admitted as evidence toward this criminal organization. My death will bring this criminal organization highlighted in the news media, highlighted by the DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration, Chicago and Dearborn, Illinois, Child Protective Services, Department of Sexual Harassment. There's a list of government agencies, including Congressman Chuy Garcia. I went to his office via phone, and I explained my situation. They know who I am, and I hope they're not sleeping on the job. I am working with State Representative Lisa Hernandez. She has documented everything, but till this day, I have not had no sit down or met Lisa Hernandez. I hope her office is taking my information and public service very seriously, because sooner or later I will succumb to an illness and I will not be able to do this anymore. And I seriously again, getting back to the grant permission, I grant full permission to all doctors who are under my care or are taking care of me at the moment of decease, or I am silent and coherent. I grant all doctors permission, full access, to examine my brain by MRI, or CT scan. I want this to be admitted to any court and admitted and brought this as unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid, insurance scam. My death will not be in vain. And today's date, to make this official, June 17th, 2024, Monday, 12:38 p.m. It's official. I grant full permission. This is a public notification to all parties regarding physicians, doctors, surgeons, and I want